animals, carnivorous animals, and omnivorous animals based upon their food habits. So each animal has a special arrangement. That means each animal has a separate or special adaptations in their teeth to eat the special type of food. That means herbivorous animals eat only grass and plants. So in this way, so those animals have some adaptations in their teeth. So which suits them to eat the grass and plants only. And whereas carnivorous animals eat only flesh. So for this purpose, these animals have some adaptations in their teeth, and these adaptations helps those animals to eat the flesh easily. Whereas in omnivorous animals also some adaptations are there in their teeth which helps them to eat both plants and animals. So in this way, so these animals have different types of features and different types of arrangement in their teeth which help them to eat their food. So let us discuss about each type of animals and the adaptations in their teeth. So the first one is animals that eat plants. Animals that eat plants. So let us discuss. So what is the adaptations in the animals which eat plants? So what are the animals called which eat plants? So the animals which eat plants are called herbivores. So what are the adaptations and what are the arrangements made in their teeth? So especially in these animals, for example, what are the examples for these animals? The animals which eat plants are goats and buffaloes and cows, sheep, deer. So children, so these are the examples for the animals that eat plants. So if we observe the teeth of these animals, they have a sharp front teeth. That means they have a broad, sharp front teeth. Broad and sharp front teeth. So that means these animals have broad and sharp front teeth. These teeth helpful to these animals to cut the grass and plants. And also the back teeth. So the teeth which are present inside their mouth are called back teeth. The back teeth are also very broad and strong. The back teeth are also very broad and strong. So these teeth helpful these animals for the chewing and grinding of the food. So this is the adaptations. So these are the adaptations made in these animals which eat only plants. So they have broad sharp front teeth and they have broad and strong back teeth, and these type of teeth are helpful to eat only plants and grass. Now see the second type of animals, that is the animals that chew the cud. The animals that eat or that chew the cud. The animals that chew the cud. So children, so if we consider some animals, especially some animals like that is in herbivorous animals, there are some animals like cows, buffaloes. So like cows, buffaloes and goats. So these animals initially they cut their food and quickly swallowed their food. So these animals cut their food and swallowed quickly into their stomach. And when they are at rest position, so they can bring back that food from the stomach into their mouth. And again they begin to chew the food slowly. So this is the process called rumination. So this rumination will take place only some type of herbivorous animals, especially cows, buffaloes and goats. So if we observe the cows and buffaloes when we are going on roadside, they sit on at the side of the road and they begin to chew the food, and we will observe some white color foam coming from their mouth. So why? Because so that is called rumination. So what is rumination? So these animals have a capability of bringing their food from the stomach into their mouth, and they begin to chew. So initially they did not chew the food. So they swallow quickly their food into the stomach, and they bring back to their mouth again when they are at rest. So this is called, so animals that chew the cud, and this process is called rumination, and in this process their back teeth are very helpful to these animals because their back teeth are very strong and broad. Next, the third type of animals, that is animals that gnaw the food. Animals that gnaw the food. Animals that gnaw the food. Children, so what are the animals that gnaw the food? For example, some animals like squirrels and rabbits. So squirrels and rabbits have, so they will nibble the fruits. So they will nibble the fruits and seeds. So they will nibble the fruits and seeds of their trees. So these animals especially move, and they will animals, and most of the time they will settle on the trees and they will nibble the fruits and seeds. And these animals have sharp front teeth. So these animals have sharp front teeth, sharp and front teeth. So these sharp and front teeth, if you observe the teeth of rabbit, have you ever seen the teeth of rabbit? So the rabbit have two front teeth which are very sharp and strong. And if you observe also squirrels, they have also a sharp front teeth. So there will be two teeth which are looking very sharp and long. So these two sharp and front teeth helps these animals for gnaw the food. For gnaw the food. So these sharp front teeth helpful them to chew. That means to cut the food and to chew the food. So this is the animals that gnaw the food, and these are the adaptations in their teeth for eating their food. So they have sharp front teeth. By using their sharp front teeth, they will bite the fruits. Especially these animals eat the fruits and nibbles the seeds. So how they are able to eat the seeds and fruits? So the seeds are very hard. Even though seeds are very hard, they can break that seeds with the help of their sharp front teeth. So this is about animals that gnaw the food. And see the next type of animals, that is the animals which swallow their food at a hole. Animals that swallow their food at a hole. So children, the next type of animals, that is the fifth type of animals are animals that swallow their food whole at a time. So these are the another type of animals. So these animals did not chew the food like herbivores and like squirrels and rats, because these animals did not have any teeth. That's why these animals swallow the food whole at a time, and they will bring their food totally to their stomach. And they did not have the teeth, that's why they did not chew the food. They swallow the total food at a time into their stomach. So what are the examples for this type of animals? So that is, the example for this type of animals are frogs, so and lizards. So frogs and lizards, etc. These are the examples for the animals, so which eat their food and which swallow their food at a hole. And these animals does not have any teeth. For example, if you take frogs, so children, have you ever seen how the frog will take its food? So especially, so frog is an insectivorous. That means it will eat insects. Here, lizard is also an insectivorous animal. It eats only insects. It does not eat any plants and animals. So these are the insectivorous animals. That means these animals eat only insects and depend upon the insects for their food. So have you ever seen how the frogs will eat the insects? So in cinemas or in advertisements. So have you ever seen how the frogs will eat? So have you ever seen the advertisement of All Out? So it will come in the TVs. So here children, they does not have teeth. So how the frog eat their prey? So these will have, especially frogs have a tongue which has sticky in nature. That means frogs and lizards have a sticky tongue. Sticky tongue. So long sticky tongue. So frogs have sticky tongue, and when it wants to catch its prey, it moves out its sticky tongue, it jerk towards the prey. And when the prey sticks to its tongue, and immediately it pulls its tongue into its mouth and swallow that insect. So children, in this way, the frogs and lizards will eat the insects. They does not have any teeth, so that's why they will have only a sticky tongue. This sticky tongue will help them to eat the insects and to eat the prey. So they will move out their tongue with a jerk towards